Ghost's Wake, sailing to an early Empire period moon in the Withering Ways. Right. So last time we explored a moon that had like a garden graveyard place on it, potentially a graveyard of emperors as well, which I guess maybe because our timeline only has like, I mean, it's a bit unclear. It's like the Ancient Empire and the Holy Empire. It's unclear if those are two separate empires or if it's just two periods of the same empire. But there were lots of graves. I mean, if they were graves, like the weird statue things. If each one of those represents an emperor, that maybe gives credence to the whole loop idea. Like maybe there's empires over and over and over again, and every time one of those statues gets added to that graveyard or something like that. Anyway, so we found a bunch of stuff there that ended up leading us to another moon. So we can avoid Iox for as long as possible. So the Withering Ways. It's an area that we kind of very briefly poked our noses into. But we didn't really see anything there. Mistress, some distance away up ahead on the left, a ruin of some sort. Yay! It's always handy to find stuff. On the left. Okay, so I guess I should go left, or I'm going to assume yes. The Garden Moon was the most curious find, Mistress. The Holy Empire was founded on a belief in rebirth, right? Okay, we're going to acknowledge what I just said. They believed in the loop. Graveyards were unnecessary. Wait, what? Why? Well, because of the rebirth. Wait, so they actually believe that it was the same people coming back? Humans, I have observed, are fickle. Oh, fast bit. By all the waters. Whoa, what just happened then? Okay, do a little jump I think. Still left shortly, Mistress. Okie dokie. Ghost's Wake. This is where we just were. Oh, there's the thing. I don't think this is the one that you mentioned. The structure is barely intact, Mistress. There is nothing here to find. Oh. Sad. Is that because it's one I've already visited, or there's just nothing there? It looks just as intact as all the others we visited. Oh, corkscrew. I think we're upside down at least. I mean, what is up? What is down? Is being downside up the same as being upside down? I guess it is.
Some say the rivers have a source. A single wellspring where they all begin. People love tidy explanations for things.
A shipwreck. I would guess it dates from ancient times, Mistress. Wait, Mistress. I found a dented heavy pick. Interesting. Just floating out there. And there's an inscription on the blade. Why would you inscribe something on the blade of a pick? Fractured piece from a longer phrase is... That one's definitely life. Work is life. Wow. That's a message. I add my translation for work to my dictionary now. And also life? And life must be right too. Yeah, I was pretty sure about life because that symbol's been coming up in a lot of things that have been related to life in some way. Finished. Work is life. Ah, capitalism. Most likely this comes from the same place as the rusted telescope and the book that we discovered out in the wash. It must have been common to travel between the two locations. This should help us locate a moon further out than we had seen before. We should take this thing to Tappy on Elbereth. See if he has anything similar in his collection. We have many reasons to go back to Elbereth. The sweeping sail thing is a bit weird, and it's unclear how much it actually affects anything. The Withering Ways, here we are. There are uncharted rivers to the left which might also reach our target. Is it also? Okay, well, we're going this way. This is a cool place, it's like caves almost. Not quite, we're not enclosed in. We're weaving through these cliffs. Oh. The music's really nice. There we go. I saw a wreck out there. Did you now? But we're not stopping for it now. Okay, here we go. Here's the slow moving bit. Somewhere around here. I believe the early Empire period moon should be somewhere here. Could it be that giant thing? Or is that just a ruin? 6? What happened to the river? I do not know, mistress. We're barely sailing, but we are moving. I didn't have to press X for this one, strangely. A ruin. There's a ruin from the Empire, mistress. This should only take a few moments, mistress. I recovered a model fashioned from brass. I wonder how long it's been there. And there's an etched phrase. I know one of these words. I'll guess the rest. Oh, interesting. Okay. Find your something something rivers. So I think that squiggle might represent movements. So I'm going to suggest way. Along. Movement. Along represents movement. And then I think the eye symbol, like the line up with the circle at the top, might represent like a distance or something. I think that makes sense as a sentence. Find your way along rivers. I think this comes from the site we're after. So where is it? We must be near. We should make the site we're after easy to find. Our additional information is now places outside the search zone, mistress. Oh. Are we looping back in then? In the vicinity of the early Empire period moon once more, mistress, right. We looped out and back in. Oh my gosh. This is a roller coaster. We're sailing normally once more. What's this on the left? So I want to get back into the slow bit. What's to the right appear promising? Okay. Yeah, it's the slow bit again. We've entered an area of weaker flow once more, mistress. Let's have a look at the map. It's over here somewhere, isn't it, on the left? Explore ruin. Should we head that way? That's just a ruin, right? Let's go up this way left. I think we just have to search, right? So, which way do we go? I believe there is a very gentle force here. Just enough to sail. That doesn't answer my question. Oh, I can't go that way. It may lead somewhere, it may not. I keep expecting to go faster going down these things. This might be it, right? This looks like a place. Here we go. Is that it? What we're looking for? We will need to hop down, mistress. I believe I can see a viable surface. Ooh, this is fun. An early Empire period moon. This is where the metal hoop from the garden was made. Ooh. It's deserty. Apparently I'm exhausted.
We hoppered down into a narrow, rocky canyon. Waves of dust made it impossible to breathe. This was the worst one yet.
You should not talk, mistress. The dust will get into your throat. We best keep moving. He said don't talk. How long can I last out here? Obviously you have 2 minutes without shelter. Obviously. After that your lungs will begin to struggle. Maybe I shouldn't talk. Maybe that actually doesn't help. So we need shelter. Shelter. Our movement speed is hindered very severely.
My head was spinning.
I'm fine. Curse you. For now, mistress, only for now. Oh, here we go. The channel seems to get narrower, but there's no way to know if it leads anywhere at all. There is no shelter. How did my bar just went up at some point? I fear you will not make it back. I don't know why the bar went up randomly. Maybe it wasn't random, maybe there's something I need to figure out, but oh, this makes my bar go back up.
Then we rounded a corner in the rock. And we saw it.
It's just like the one in the Emperor's Secret Garden. Although this moon couldn't be more different. Indeed, similar building. Well done, mistress. Of course, I never doubted it would be here. I hope this place is worth it. Who knows? But it's certainly a find. The ruins will provide a wind shadow, mistress. You're safe. What is this place even doing here? No one would build on the moon like this. Maybe it wasn't like this, uncertain, mistress. And you are assuming it was always been this foul. I am indeed. We've seen this kind of gate before. In the Garden of the Emperors. This site must be from a similar period. On the top bar of the gate, symbols embossed into the metal. Ancient. So place, there's the place symbol. I love that I'm starting to understand the actual construction of the words. And in theory I could maybe figure out how some words are spelled that I've never seen before. Life isn't in there. River, never. Ooh, I don't know how sure I am about never. Knowledge I am apparently very sure of. It's not never, is it? Of never knowledge. I think we're going to be told that's not right. That can't be the ancient for never. True. So the thing on the left, I think, does represent time of some sort. Maybe. I don't think it's past. Oh, maybe it is past. So it's a place. So... And there's like the kind of motion marker thing. But then there's a little X before it, so no motion. It's where you stay. House. There's the water symbol. A well. As in a well of water? It could be, because the water symbol's there. I quite like that. And does that symbol represent like a height difference or something? Well of past knowledge. I think that sounds like it makes the most sense. Are we going to find a well inside, maybe? What's a well of knowledge? Because last time I misinterpreted the thing as being a palace when it was actually a garden. That's because I couldn't see inside yet. And I bet the same thing's going on here. Let's see what we can find inside.
We stepped through the ancient gate. The wind outside dropped to a hollow moan.
I really hope we don't have to go back through the storm. I'm unsure if I could even allow you to try, mistress. This door's open, but the gap's too narrow to slide through. Will it not push any further? And it's jammed, oh. I'll have to find a way around. All these jammed doors. And did this ever open? Perhaps, mistress. But I do not think it will open now. I guess there's no hopper eye thing.
The room was filled with rows and rows of books.
So is this a library? Oh, text on the book probably. Let me... Books. No, I don't want to do the books. There we go. Huang would love this place if he could make it through the dust. I'm certain he could not. Take one. The Chronicles of Mazhuai. It's the book Huang is always reading. There are something in the order of 600 copies of Mazhuai on Iox, mistress, but this one is not from Iox, mistress. This copy of Mazhuai must be close to original. I would love it. Oh, but I don't trust Iox. Oh, there's a book on the floor. There's ancient here. Lots of it. Did we just call it ancient? I didn't realise that was the name of the language. Also, surely there's loads in all of these books. This is the end of a longer line of text. Could we just open all these books and learn a lot? Emperor? Interesting. We never figured out much about the robots. If that is robots, that'd be interesting. I don't remember what the little banana peel means. Is it like an individual or something? Are we good with robots? I believe you're correct with robots, mistress. Yay! So that, if it's like an individual, none of those make sense for it. Emperor's got it, and robots has got it. Emperor cannot and Emperor. Emperor spoke and robots obeyed, or Emperor ordered. So it has the same symbol as pray, which also indicates it could be like some kind of like vocalization or communication. Ordered. I think ordered and obeyed makes the most sense, right? They share some symbols as well. Yeah, I like it. Obeyed. Emperor ordered and robots obeyed. But I thought there weren't any robots in the Empire. This suggests otherwise. Didn't we know that they were buried at some point? When did that happen? It couldn't be more different than the gardens we found before. Nevertheless, the age is similar, mistress. Someone leapt up in a hurry, I suppose. Is there an inscription on the stool? It looks like they dropped something. Here, in the crack between the stones. A scratched iron incense burner decorated with a gear design. It looks like something from at latest the earliest Empire period, and I would say it was a miner's scratched incense burner, judging by the sturdiness of it. The base has been carved with glyphs too. Of course, because they write on everything. This is the start of a fragment of text. Ooh, we got lots of maybe time-related things here. Will. It's going to be forever, not all, right? Forever. And flow is in there. Something... Is it going to be... Okay, is the first one just time? Because it's just that symbol with the two ticks on the side. But it's time. I'm convinced my translation for flow is right now. It's right now. Time, time, time! Yay! Does time will flow forever make sense? This can't be from the same site as that Chronicles of Mazwai. In fact, I don't think we've seen anything quite like this scratched incense burner before. Okay, new location. So it must originate from a site that's undocumented. I knew that symbol's to do with time. That's really fun that I've like figured that out just by seeing other similar words. What's that? Scattered papers. More sequences of ancient. This is one end of a stained fragment of text. More about robots. It might be that at the beginning, but it also might not be. People. No people. I'm certain my translation for no is correct now. I do think I would rather the game didn't really tell me and they just sort of had to go through and until things started to make sense. Well, I can see why they did do it. Anyway, no people wanted, I guess. So this has got a place in it. So this is a place of some sort. Although there's the two ticks before the place, which is interesting. And the movement thing. Place and movement. Dance? Build. Place and movement. Below. It could be below. Something for sail, time, and well. It's not that similar to well. So I think the structure of this is saying it's like, I don't know about the ticks at the beginning, but it's like a place of not, well, it's not the word not, but the little X in there, I think inverts the next thing. Oh right, and in the well, it's like not up, so it's down. So a well. It's a place of not. I don't know what that is. I feel like I've seen it quite a few times though. Like a place of not something and sailing or something like that. But then, how does that work with any of these? No people grasp robots. No people wanted robots. No people speak robots. No people below robots. It has to be wanted. I don't think I actually do understand the little X correctly. I think just my association of X's and them being like negative is making me think that. So dance? No, not dance. No people wanted robots. Return. Oh, return. Okay, is it like to a place? That's why there's the place icon in there. It's just like, because the place is involved in returning. That makes sense. I like that. Okay. No people wanted robots return. Where is all the dust outside coming from anyway? That's an excellent question, mistress. Probably the rocks. There's a considerable velocity. It's jammed, stuck fast. I believe the wood is warped in the frame, mistress. Oh yeah, got that pick. Let's try this. Ooh, it works. There, open. Isn't there an upstairs to go to though? I snapped the dented heavy pick. Uh-oh. Is there anything else here? Oh, another book. The ink on this one has run. This is the end of a longer line of text. Whoa, so many words. So there's Empire in there. If it's in there, we'll put it in. It's the first thing. Empire will Palace isn't in there, no. Forever is. And ever. It's a long one, but I'm sure it translates as Empire. Yep, it's the place of emperor and people. So there's something in place. It's got the movement thing in it. So again, like no movement from a place, or yeah, death has got that X, and then life, or like the end of. Maybe it's like the end of movement to the place. I guess it's endure. But why endure? Remain. Oh, end of movement as a place. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Oh my gosh, I actually really enjoy this. Then this is similar to way, but without the like the thing, the 6. But maybe way wasn't right. Empire will endure forever and... What? I guess maybe it's part of a sentence, so it doesn't have to make sense. Today, possibly? Then why would way be similar, other than the fact that they sound the same in English? Day, way, mystery, friendship. So it's got time in it. It's got time in it. It's going to have to be day. Or maybe it's like forever and a day. We had this place down as an Empire site, so it's good to confirm that. This is fascinating. Does the dust hurt you at all? My workings are well protected, mistress. I hope that does not disappoint you. Maybe there's a way through across the roof. Mistress, please do not plummet anywhere. Maybe I should have gone through that door first. Oh my gosh, more papers. Another few lines. I see a place in there. This one is a blotted fragment from an even longer phrase. Although apparently none of my place words are the one. Holy? Is that over there? Goddess. And... that might be wrong. Yeah, okay. Because there's life in there, I notice. It's not death, I already know death. I wonder what the colon means. So there's the banana peel, which I think might mean like an individual. So it could be stranger. As in, does it mean a stranger, as in a person who you don't know? Holy, again, an individual associated with a place. Maybe two individuals. A pilgrim. A person who moves to a place of the goddess. A pilgrim. Oh my gosh, I'm actually reading this language. That's really cool. Yes, it's a person who moves to a place of the goddess. Wow, this is actually pretty fantastic. It takes so long to get to this point. I didn't know that it would actually deliver. It really does. So we've got potentially fire, holy pilgrim, and angry. So again, individual. I think angry could work if we associate fire and anger the same way. High has the same symbol at the start. There seem to be these like word delimiters, like again there's that symbol over there, the little tick and the dot. Does that mean the kind of word it is? So maybe it's an adjective. Angry. High. That could work. Okay, so a little tick and the dot at the beginning means adjective. And then we've got a individual of fire, angry. I'm going to say angry. Holy pilgrim and angry. Ooh. And safe. Holy pilgrim and angry. So this is like an individual. I don't know what that colon is. Like if looking at it as a colon, like the bit on the left reference is like a separate thing to the bit on the right. So we've got the life symbol in there. And the individual. This is not death, because we've already got death. Heart. Right, so heart. Beloved? Friend? It could be friend. Holy pilgrim and... ooh. It's not there, is it? No, that would have the possessive thing in it. The fact that fire's in there. Ooh, interesting. Angry beloved, safe but true beloved? Safe. An individual of life. Or heart, in fact. That is the heart, that almost says heart, so it's going to have to be that, but then angry doesn't feel right. Maybe it is, angry beloved, who knows. Or true. Let's just stick with this, I guess. It doesn't quite make a lot of sense. I think that's right. Interesting. Interesting. This is really fascinating. I'm enjoying like the fact that I'm actually starting to understand this language. It's quite an experience. We actually have two doors to go through. There's one downstairs and this one. We'll start exploring those next time. And hopefully find more text and understand more words and all that good stuff. Alright, see you for that.